Right, multiplying and dividing fractions. The multiplying and dividing fractions are actually quite a bit easier than adding and subtracting fractions. So let's suppose that I was going to do 2/3 times 11/12. All I need to do here is to multiply the top, which is 22, and multiply the bottom, which is 36. And that is the correct answer. Quite often they might want you to put the answer in what's called its simplest form. So we look to cancel down our fraction. So we look for a number that goes into the top and bottom. An obvious one would be 2, and that is 11/18. We can't make the answer any smaller because 11 has nothing that goes into it other than 1 and itself. It's a prime number. Let's do another one. Let's do 4/9 times 3/7. Now, in this particular case, two ways we can do this, and I'll show you both of them. We could do exactly what we did before and multiply the top and write 12, and do 9/7 and write 63. And if we want to cancel down, we might recognise that the number 3 goes into both 12 and 63, but you might not spot that. So 3's into 12 go 4 times, and 3's into 63 go 21 times. There is a simpler way to do this. Before you start multiplying, look to see if there are any numbers on the top and the bottom that will cancel out. And we can see that this 3 would go into that 9, okay, it would go into that 9 3 times. Another way of thinking of that, we could write it as 3 times 4 over 9 times 7, because when we multiply, it doesn't matter which order we do it. So that 3 goes into 9 at 3 times, and we'll leave a little 1 there. So 1 times 4 is 4, and 3 times 7 is 21. We'll go to one more, perhaps a larger one. So let's do 5/18 times 6/7. And again, if we notice, the 6 and 18 will cancel out. 6 goes into 18 3 times. So it's 5 times 1 is 5, and 3/7 are 21. So one more, let's do 4 times 15 times 3/8. Now with this particular one, we've got double cancellations. We can cancel the 3, that will go into our 15 5 times, and our 4 will go into the 8 on the bottom twice. So we get 1 times 1 is 1, and we get 1, and 5 times 2 is 10. So that doesn't look quite right actually, I'm going to just check that again. 4 times 3 over 15, oh yes, no, it's definitely correct. Okay, so 4 times 3 would have given me 12. 15 times 8 is 120. Alright, I'll show you how I do that. 15 times 8, 5 8s are 40. 1 times 8 plus 4 is 120. So it would have come to 1/10. But if you did the cancelling out, it wouldn't have been as complicated as this method here. Okay, so we'll just show you again. So 4 over 15 times 3 over 8. Cancel your 3 into the 15, it goes in 5 times. Cancel your 4 into your 8, it goes 2 times. 1 times 1 is 1. 5 times 2 is 10. Now, we'll now move on to dividing fractions. Okay, there's just one thing we have to do that is different when we divide. So if I'm dividing 5/7 divided by 1/3, then I have to change it into a multiplication, and I always turn the second fraction upside down. So that's what we do that is different when we divide. So 5/7 divided by 1/3 is exactly the same as 5/7 times 3 over 1. So 5 3s are 15. 7 times 1 is 7. Now 7 into 15, now that's correct now, but that's in what's called its improper form, because the top is bigger than the bottom, so it's not really a proper fraction. A fraction is something, proper fraction is something that's less than 1. So how many 7s go into 15? Well, the answer to that is 2. 2 7s are 14, so we have a remainder 1, and we write that as 2 and 1 7. So we'll do another one. Let's suppose we were doing 11 twelfths divided by 3/4. 11 twelfths divided by 3/4. Well, this will equal 11 twelfths times 4 over 3. And although we could proceed with this, not a good idea to cancel out that 4 into the 12. Keep our numbers easier. So we have 11 times 1 is 11. 3 times 3 is 9. So we have our 11 over 9. Now 9 goes into 11 once, and we have the remainder 2. So our answer is 1 and 2/9. That's multiplying and dividing fractions.